Minneapolis is the latest city in Minnesota to put body cameras on police officers. The pilot program will run for the next several months. MPD hopes to have all officers wearing body cameras by late next year. Studies have shown the use of the cameras decreased the number of complaints against officers. But the program does have its critics. Reg Chapman's here with more on the cameras and how officers are going to use them. Reg?
Well, Frank, MPD hopes the use of body cameras will protect its officers from false and frivolous claims, as well as help build trust in communities where there's a strained relationship with police. Today, 36 officers will begin wearing and testing 2 versions of the camera to decide which one works best in a cold weather climate.
They're no different than any camera that's being used by any other law enforcement agency in the country.
After years of discussion and studies about body cameras, they finally arrived in Minneapolis.
Today we start with 36 officers in the 1st, 4th, and 5th precincts.
The officers will be part of a pilot program designed to determine the most effective use of the new tool.
One of the purposes of the pilot and the testing period is to determine what best practices the permit policy should look like when we're in full implementation.
Chief Harteau says standard operating procedures for body cameras is fluid. The department will do all it can to make sure the rights of the people they serve are protected.
We fully understand the need to balance privacy concerns versus the need to record events on video.
Officers will have the discretion on when the cameras are used. MPD relied on studies from the Department of Justice in Minnesota towns like Bloomington and Duluth that use body cameras for guidance on when officers should activate them.
It brings increased accountability and transparency for both the police officers and for the public moving forward.
The program is designed to keep police and the public honest, but there are critics. Some are concerned that officers have discretion on when the cameras are turned on. Officials say the program has safeguards in place that do not allow tampering with the video.
Now, officers will do pretty much the same with body camera video as they do with video from squad cars. They put the camera on the docking station and upload it to a server. MPD says there is no way for officers to tamper or destroy video.
Reg, the one criticism, though, sounds pretty valid if the officer has discretion on when and if they're going to turn their body camera on. Did the chief talk about that?
Well, Chief Harteau says that SOP on how body cameras work is a work in progress as well. She said it is not possible for officers to turn the camera on at the start of the shift and off at the end. Officers have been instructed to use the cameras anytime they take action or they believe an altercation, either physical or verbal, may happen. Once again, she says that's the reason behind the pilot program is to iron out all those kinks.
All right, we wish them well. Thanks, Reg.